Yo, welcome back to the channel. I finally decided to sit down at the PC and edit all the clips I have. Well, not all of them, but some of them, and just put them together and finally make a couch flipping episode 3. I think that's what we're on. And this one's nothing crazy. It's really just me going around town and buying and selling some couches, but you'll get a good feel for what it's like reselling couches, because as you'll see, I'll run into some little issues here and there, and sometimes I make good profits, sometimes I don't, and so on. But anyways, before I ramble on too much, just enjoy the rest of the video. Yo, what is up? Don't mind my massive pimple on my face. I don't know where the hell that thing popped out of, but we woke up this morning with just a freaking volcano coming out of my cheek. But anyways, I am on the way to the storage unit right now to meet this guy to buy that giant freaking sectional that I need out of here. If you haven't noticed, I'm on the car mount right now with the freaking phone just because I was hit record on my GoPro and it literally died like 2 seconds later. Totally forgot that it wasn't charged. Forgot to bring the charger, and I don't want to be late. I don't want to turn around and go get a charger for the GoPro. So we're just gonna use this iPhone for this one clip because I wanted to get the sale on camera, hopefully. Or not the sale, but like record me selling this couch, because I want to try to record them all now. But we're almost there, about 3 minutes away. I don't know what time it is, I can't look because I'm recording on my phone, but I should be there about 10 or 5 minutes early so I can set up this couch, and then so I only have to buzz him in the gate and he just drives over and it's already set up and then you can look at it. I'm hoping he freaking takes it, dude. And I'm really hoping he doesn't show up in a short bed truck if he does want it, because it's huge. Like, I had to load my short bed truck and it was illegal as hell. Like, I had the two LP, like the L piece, I just stacked those, like the L's usually come apart, and I just stacked those like against each other in the back. So they were like kind of high, like they were definitely like, they're probably like up to here or like here on the window. And then I threw the chase part on top of that, and then it was just way over the back window, all strapped over, like couldn't see anything out of the back window. It was bad. But so that's why I have been having a hard time selling it, because people ask for a delivery and I'm like, where do you live? And they're like, they'll say like Tampa Stadium, which is like 40-minute drive that I have to go on the highway and stuff, and I'm not really comfortable with driving illegally like that far. If it was right down the road, I'd be fine with it, but I don't know. This thing has just been taking up so much space. Hopefully it can get sold, but I'm about to pull in now, set it up, and I'll keep you guys updated. Hopefully we can get this thing sold. All right, so there's people right here. Let me give you a sneak peek. There they go. All right, good news. As you can see from the clips, they picked it up. We ended up haggling, not really haggling, but he's like, are you firm on that price? And I was like, he's like, would you take anything less, like 140? Because I was asking 150. And I was like, dude was cool. He was like probably my age, two roommates. And I was like, bro, if you can fit this thing and your setup right now that you just pulled up in, I didn't say that obviously, but I was like, if you could take it right now and fit it in there, I'll take 140. Like, I don't care if 10 bucks off. And he's like, all right, bet. And as you can see, they crammed it in there. They Tetra styled it in the back with the two long pieces, and the chase they crammed into the back of their hatchback, and then put the trunk back door down, but it wouldn't close all the way, so they had to strap it down. It was just a mess. But they got it in there and they took it, so I got 140 for that, and that's all profit because I picked that thing up for free. If you want to take $5 out for gas, you can, but it was literally pretty much in my neighborhood, so that would be an overestimate if you took $5 out. We'll say 130, 135 profit. Not too bad. Wasn't that much time out of my day to go and sell that one couch, so I'm happy with that. But that's just the first one. We got tons more. The storage unit is now empty, so we have a bunch of space to put a few more couches in there and get some more couches flipped. So let's make some damn money. Yo, what is up? We are on the way to get a couch, and a little background on this couch. I was listed for 150, and before I even talk about it, I'm gonna throw a picture up real quick on the screen. And it was listed for 150. I shot the guy an offer. I was like, would you take 120 question mark? And he was like, yes. And I was like, okay, cool, can I come now? And he's like, let me ask my girlfriend. And his girlfriend was cool with it, so I'm on the way there now. I'm about 6 minutes out. So I'm buying it for 120. It's a good couch, and if you've been keeping up with the couch flipping videos, you know gray is a great color. It sells quick, it usually brings in pretty good profits, and in my opinion, gray is probably one of the best colors. It's just very common, it matches most homes, and a lot of people just want it, so. And this is 34 minutes away actually, not 30. 34. Usually I try to keep everything under 30, and I only go over 30-minute drives if it's something like decent, or I think it's gonna sell really quick or give me good profits. Like I think this one should bring me at least 150 profit, and it should be quick, like 1 or 2 days. Usually that's how these gray ones go, but that's what I got going on right now. So hopefully we can get this thing bought, and I'll keep you posted if I get this thing. Good news, we got the couch for 120, and I guess you could say good news and bad news, just because it was way bigger than I thought it was. And which is, I mean, good and bad, just because you can say good because it's gonna sell for more because the couch is bigger, and then the bad is I have to drive with it illegally loaded, and I have a bunch of blind spots and stuff like that, which is not good, and I get pulled over. And I don't know if I can get a ticket. I'm sure I just get a warning, but I could probably get a ticket, which is not good. Then there'd be no point of doing this because that'd be profit down the drain. We'd probably be negative, but besides the point. Look at the positives. We got the couch, we're on the way home. I'm about 25 minutes from the house, already made about 10 minutes of driving. And tomorrow morning I'm gonna try to get up early and get pictures of this stuff, and I might get some footage for you guys on the GoPro just so you can see what I'm talking about, of how big this couch is. And it's the one that splits in a bunch of different parts, which is worse for trying to load. Just not good, but hopefully we can get a bunch of profits out of this one and flip it, turn it and burn it, and make more money and keep it moving. So I'll keep you updated. It's the next morning after picking up the gray couch, and I just pulled it out of the bed of my truck, and I'm gonna show you guys real quick what I was talking about and everything. So first thing I was telling you guys how every single piece is individual. Like if this was one part and then this was like a second part, I could just hang the long part off the bed, but since it's not connected, if this part was hanging off the back of the truck, it's not connected to that end, so it would just fall right off. So I had it all weirdly stacked in there. Literally every single piece separates at every cushion. Here separates, here separates, here separates, and there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, you have 5 different pieces. But it's pretty nice and gray, so gray sells good. And then also what I was telling you guys about, it looks like a cat got here, because that's exactly what a cat does to the furniture. My cat does to our furniture in our house. But if I recall, I thought the listing said smoke and pet free, and it does look like there hasn't been an animal. There's no animal hair or anything, so. But it's here too a little bit, and here. I don't know. But I'm just gonna try to get at it with like a razor blade and like just cut most of the loose strings off so it looks a little neater. I think they make a tool for that that's made for that kind of stuff, to like shave it so it looks better. But I don't know, I'm just gonna throw it in the storage unit now, load up, go hit Starbucks, get a coffee and some breakfast, and then I have another couch to pick up. It's a brown sectional about 30 minutes away from my house. Talked to the dude down to $80, and he had it listed for 100, which is already super cheap. And his roommate races motocross like I do, and he's telling me how he goes to he's went to Loretta's and stuff, which is kind of like a big deal if you know anything about motocross. So that's interesting. I'm sure we're gonna chit chat about that when we get there. But yeah, that's the plan. Hit Starbucks and go get the next sectional. So I'm gonna put this away, and then I'll keep you guys updated if I do get this brown one. So all right, we got the brown sectional. I'll show you guys real quick while it's in here. It's actually nicer than I thought. Like, it looks like a weird kind of burgundy color, but it is like a brownish, almost like burgundy. And then it's got these nice like metal rivets and stuff. It's pretty nice, and it's pretty big too, so I'm hoping to make some profit on this one. And like I said, we agreed on $80, but I got there and I was talking to the dude, and I was like, thanks for holding it, because he was telling me how people were offering him $100 and stuff, and he said he'll hold it anyway for me. So I ended up giving him an extra $10. So I gave him $90 for this thing, but I'm definitely gonna be able to sell this thing for probably over 300. So this one's gonna bring in some good profits, which we need, because from what I've been hearing on YouTube and reading comments and stuff, my profit margins need to get bumped up. I see people out there making 7, 8, 9K a month profit, and I'm sitting over here making like 3K. So I need to bump my volume up, bump my profit margins up, and start getting that monthly profit up, because I need that money. So I'm gonna get this thing unloaded though, try to hit it with that upholstery cleaner and maybe clean it up a little bit and get it posted, and then look for some more couches. Going to pick up a couch, 4 minutes out. I almost forgot to literally record this. Like, I'm almost there, and I was like, oh crap, I gotta shoot a video really quick of me picking it up. So anyways, the pictures look like good. They look good, and I confirmed with her that there's no cracks or tears or anything like that. She said no, the only thing is there's like minimal fading on one side, which is fine because it's such a nicer looking couch, and I'm probably gonna list it for cheaper just because I want it gone quick. And that little fading spot, I couldn't even see it in the picture. So, but I mean, when you get there, usually stuff looks way worse in person than it does in the pictures, like we found out in the last couch. Always freaking happens. I'm just hoping that it doesn't have those little hairline cracks that you literally cannot see in pictures and you can only tell in person, because people hate that. But that's usually only like vinyl and cheaper stuff that does that. But I'm actually pulling up right now. Yep, we got her loaded down, and just like I thought, it's one of the 3-piecer ones where there's the corner piece that makes it curve at a 90 is its own separate piece. Then you got the 2 long pieces on the ends. So I had to put the corner piece against the glass, then the 2 long pieces behind that Tetris. So that's what we got right now. We're loaded down. I didn't even try to really haggle with the guy, just because $150 for this couch is a really good deal. It's a nice couch. The only kind of stuff that I noticed that's gonna bring the value down just a little bit is like there's some scratches on the seats, and when you scratch real leather, you can't just like wipe it off or try to cover it or something. It's like in the leather, so it's noticeable, but not from a distance. It's like if you really look at it, you can see all the scratches because they're like black and the couch is cream. So that's gonna bring the value down a little bit, but still, I got it for so cheap that I'm gonna be able to list it for like probably $450, and if I don't get a bite on that the first 2 days, I'll lower it to $400, and then so on and so on. Usually I end up taking anywhere from $350 to $300, but this couch is nicer, so I'm probably not gonna go any lower than $350. I want to get like $400 at least because it's a nice couch. So, but that's what we got going on. I'm on the way to the storage unit right now to meet someone to show them the gray couch I got the other day. And then I'm hoping they buy that couch because I have no room in my storage unit for this one. So if they buy that one, I can pull it out and then swap it out with this one, and that would just be great. So I got my fingers crossed on that. Hopefully that happens. If that doesn't happen, I'm kind of screwed on space. But you know, we always figure something out, so we'll be fine, we'll be fine. All right, what's up, what's up? We're at the stores right now. I'm gonna show you, give you guys a little rundown what's going on. So right there, gotta show it from this distance so you can't get the info, but the lady left her license, and I just showed off this gray couch, the one I got the other day, I think for like $120. And she left her license here because I gave them the remote to the gate to get in, and they're going to the ATM. I don't know why they didn't get money on the way, but they're going into the ATM to get cash to give me $275 for this couch, even though I had it listed for $350, which kind of sucks. But like the guy was pointing out when he was here, and I didn't even notice, I'm gonna show you real quick. Like, it looks like someone got at this with like personal stitching, because see how crappy that is. It looks like someone stitched this up themselves. And then he was pointing out little stuff like this, and he's like, all right, well, he was like, it's a little bit more beat up than I thought. And he's like, I'll give you $275 cash right now. Oh, and I forgot, I actually was like, how about we make it $280 just so it's an even number? And he was like, all right, that's fine, that works. So they're going to the ATM right now to get me $280 and come back, and then they're gonna load it and bring in everything. And the main reason I only went that low on the price is because, like I just told you guys in the previous clip, I just bought this one, and this one's super nice, but I have no room for it. Like, I can't put it at the house. I just bought I have 2 couches at the house right now and a dining table in the garage. So I have no room, and this is pretty much full too. When this is in there, it's like stacked to the top. Well, obviously not to the top, but like it's at max capacity for couches. So when they come and get that gray one, I'm gonna be able to put that one back in there, and then we'll be Gucci flip-flops. So that's what we got going on, and I'll keep you updated if anything changes. All right, we are back in the room, and the only reason I'm shooting in here right now is because it's dark outside and you want me to be able to see crap in my truck. But besides that, we got the $280 cash. That's not even the money they gave me. I actually left it in my truck center console. But we got the $280 cash that they said they were gonna give me. They came back, and the reason they were taking so long is because the little button clicker thing I gave them, they misplaced it and we're looking all over the truck for it. They couldn't get back in the storage unit, which is kind of funny if you ask me, but they couldn't find it, so that's what was taking longer than expected. So we made a decent amount of profit on that couch. I think I said I bought that one for like 120, sold it for 280. I mean, I wanted to get 300 bucks for that one, but they lowballed me, and I wasn't about to say no, just because I needed room in my storage unit. I needed them to buy that couch, because I pulled up with the couch and I had nowhere to put it. So if they didn't buy that couch, I was kind of screwed. I would have either had to leave it in my truck like the way it was and drive around with it, or just put it in the driveway. And I think it's supposed to rain tonight, so that probably wouldn't have worked out, which would have sucked. So I'm glad they bought that, and that's the only reason I took $20 less. It's because they were really helping me out by buying it and taking it right then and there. Yo, so this is the deal right now. We're on the way to check out a love seat that comes with 2 single recliners, like single seat recliners. This is a weird kind of combo. It's the red leather. It's a love seat, and then 2 recliners on each side is like how he had it set up in the picture, but it looks like a good set. Like I could see someone wanting it just because it would probably look good in a certain kind of house. And it looks in great condition, which is awesome. Usually when you're buying used couches, you can't find them like in this good a condition. This one's like real leather and looks like it's in good shape. It barely, you can't even tell it's been sat in almost. It looks that good in the pictures, but you know how that usually goes. Everything usually looks way worse in person than it does on the pictures. So we're gonna see what it looks like when we get there. But good news, it's Cindy Crawford, the brand. So I know that's gonna bring the price up and make it sell quicker, because that's a good brand, a really expensive brand, and mainly it's just a brand name, so people know they're buying a couch that's not just BS like an IKEA couch or something that was made in China. So this one's actually a good brand, and I think it's real leather. It's red, which is kind of weird, but hopefully it sells good, and I'm just gonna probably mark it super high and see what I can get for it. If not, it might be a bust, who knows. I might have to sell it for what I bought it for, because I'm paying so much for it. He had it listed for $250, and he posted it 27 minutes ago, and I offered him $200, and he said, when can you come, because I have multiple inquiries, which means other people are messaging him already in the 30-minute period he's had it posted. So that's a good sign. So people are obviously interested in it. But usually the people that message people that quick for stuff like that are usually other couch resellers that are like all over couches like that. So sorry about the lighting right now. It's pretty much nighttime. It's probably hard to see me, but I'm just gonna give you a update on the couch real quick. The red one, I did buy it, as you can tell, and just like I said in the previous clip, it's usually worse when you get there. And surprise, surprise, I got there and there was a surprise that made it worse. And that being that one of the chairs, just one of the single chairs, I'm gonna throw a picture up of the listing so you get what I'm talking about. But you see the one on the left is Cindy Crawford, the piece in the middle is Cindy Crawford, then the piece on the right with the little footrest also is Cindy Crawford, but the chair, just the recliner, is not. It's a different color red, it's manual, unlike the one on the left that's electric. And it's just, you can tell that it's not the exact same color as the whole rest of the set, the other 3 pieces. So that was kind of a disappointment. I wish he would have put that in the description, because me being a couch flipper, I don't really mind. But if some like maybe older retired people that want to go and buy a used couch because they don't want to waste their money, but they still want to get something kind of nice, and like they rolled up to that and one of the peaches not matching, but it looked like it did in the picture, and there was nothing in the description saying that there was one piece that wasn't Cindy Crawford, I could see some people getting real pissed about that. So it was kind of weird he didn't put in the description. He probably should have. I probably will on mine, obviously. But anyways, besides the point, I bought it for 200 bucks. I'm hoping to sell it for at least 300 so I can make $100 profit on this. Obviously going into this, I thought I was gonna make well over 200 profit just because it was Cindy Crawford and it was a whole set. But now finding out that it's only 3 pieces and one of the chairs is like, I don't even know what brand it is. We're gonna see what we can get, but I'm gonna go drop it off at the storage unit. I'm probably gonna have to wait till the morning to take pictures because it's nighttime. I could just snag this guy's pictures because they're not bad, but he looks like a furniture reseller himself, so that'd be kind of awkward if you seen me using his own pictures if he goes back on Facebook looking for more couches to flip himself and runs into my listing of his stuff that he just sold me. It'd be kind of awkward, but so I might just wait till tomorrow and try to take some better pictures. All right, so that's like all the clips I got. I know it was really nothing crazy and there's a lot of crappy couches in here, but I kind of like how the video turned out because now it's like, this is a good example of what a bad week could look like. Like most of these couches didn't intend being what I wanted them to be, and I didn't get the numbers I was hoping for. But I mean, as you're gonna see at the end, it was still worth it. I mean, I made profit on every single couch and all that. It's definitely still a great side hustle, even with the amount of money I made on these couches not being great. Still one of the best side hustles I think there is out there for how easy it is and how much time it takes. But anyways, I got the profit on my phone and all the numbers and the gas taken out and everything. So I'm just gonna start from the top and put the couches on the screen, the ones I'm talking about, while I'm saying the profits. So first things first is that brown one in the beginning of the video. Got that one for free off Facebook Marketplace. Some lady just posted it and she said curb alert. So always look out for those. But anyways, that one bought for $0, sold it for $140 to those kids. So that was $140 profit. Then the second couch was the gray one. And like I said, bought that one for $120 from a dude and his girlfriend. Drove about 25 minutes, 30 minutes for that one. And sold it for $280, which I was kind of disappointed about, but I kind of needed it gone. I didn't have any room in the storage unit. As you saw in the video, like I was scrambling for space. So those people offered me, what's that, $70 less than my listing, and the only reason why I said yes is because I really needed it gone. So ended up making $160 profit on that gray one. Sold it for $280, bought it for $120. And I mean, that's not what I wanted, but it's not bad. $160 on a couch for about an hour and 20 minutes of my time, not bad at all. So definitely don't find that in any other side hustle. Then the cream couch, bought that one for 150 bucks. Sorry, something in my throat. Bought that one for 150 bucks. Sold it for 250, so that's an easy 100 bucks. Again, thought I was gonna get more on that one. Thought I was gonna get like closer to 300 profit on that couch, at least 200, but ended up being some cracks, some scratches in the leather, and I didn't feel like ordering like some leather paint and trying to like patch it up. I was just gonna cut my losses and just move on to the next couch. So the cream one made 100 bucks. Then the next one is the like the brownish burgundy kind of couch, and bought that one for 80 from that kid that rode motocross, and sold it for 220. Again, not what I wanted, but that couch was sitting around forever taking up room, so I kept lowering the price, and then someone finally agreed on delivery for 220, because I think I had it listed for like 200 almost. Like I think I brought it way down, or it might have been like 180 even, just because I was trying to dump it, and someone gave me an extra 20 bucks for delivery. And they didn't plan on getting it delivered, but they showed up in 2 SUVs, and one piece fit in one SUV, but the other one was a little bit smaller and it did not work. So I was like, how far do you guys live? And they're like, oh, in Largo, like 20 minutes away. And they're like, why you think you can deliver it? And I was like, yeah, just flip me some gas money. And they're like, oh, okay, for sure. And they flipped me 20 bucks. And I think I only asked for like 10, but so that was cool. Made a little bit more on that one. So that one came out to 140 profit. Then the last one, final one, was the red Cindy Crawford set that I kind of got screwed on, because from the picture it looks like everything Cindy Crawford. I mean, he even took pictures of the Cindy Crawford stamp on the side of the couch. And little did I know when I got there, everything was Cindy Crawford besides one of the recliners, which kind of made a big difference. It turned it from a three-piece Cindy Crawford set to pretty much a two-piece. So that was kind of a bummer, but I still bought it because I had already drove there and I wasn't about to turn around empty-handed, and I knew I could at least squeeze out a little bit of profit on it. And I think I had extra room at the time, so I ended up getting that for $200, sold it for $250. But I mean, I didn't hold on to it too long. I just listed it really competitively and it sold pretty quick, so only made 50 bucks on that one. Wanted to make a few hundred, but like I said, it wasn't what I thought it was. But anyways, if you add everything up and then take gas out of it and all my costs and everything, it comes out to $570 profit. And that's not a great week, obviously. Like, you guys see me make $800 on a single couch, but obviously that was like an incredible find. That was like a needle in a haystack kind of find. $570 with about less than 10 hours of work. I would say either probably like 8 to 15, that range maybe, just because I drive around a lot and go to my storage unit, maybe clean some stuff like that. If you just add all the little tiny things that I do for couch flipping here and there, it'd probably be around 10 hours of work to make $570. And I mean, you tell me, that's a good side hustle and I'm not complaining. And that's a bad week. I mean, I've had good weeks where I've worked 15 hours and made over $1,000, and you guys have seen it. Just check out some other videos. But anyways, that's pretty much all I got for this video. And I guess some advice I could give you is get on the couch flipping game now. It's the best side hustle. I mean, it definitely is growing, and there's a lot more YouTubers making videos on it and stuff like that. So it's getting oversaturated, but it's still super great. I mean, in my opinion, it's the best one. And that's pretty much all I got for you guys. So if you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, drop a comment if you have any questions or you just want to ask me something. And thanks for 600 subs almost. I think we're almost at like 600 subs. Thanks for 500. We're over the 500 mark and we're almost at 600 subs. That's actually crazy. I only have like 6 or 7 videos on the channel. I'm already at almost 600 subs. So we're on the way to 1,000. That's freaking dope. And that's it. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.